How you doing, guys? This is Hybridsteel. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video, live stream, whatever I'm going to be doing. Basically, we got hold of Gold Hunter. This is the test play. They're actively like asking for people to give this a run through now. If you go onto Steam, you can get onto Gold Hunter. Actually, apply for this now. I got a notification within a couple of minutes, which was quite nice. And basically now we get to see how this all works and how it plays. Now, it is alpha footage, so the graphics are going to be a little bit ropey. Gameplay is going to be exceptionally ropey, but we start to see the evolution of this game that may take over from where Gold Rush left off. Now, I have had a little go to basically know certain things of how things work, because in fairness, this wasn't easy to like master, and apparently it's really laggy as well. So I've got to try and figure out why that's all happening as well, which sucks. It sucks balls. I think it's laggy for you guys as well. So let me just click on new game. And we'll go from there. But yeah, this is really I'm just going to call this a test because because of how off this game actually is. So it might be a little bit jaggy. If it is, I think I'm going to have to turn all the stuff down on this. I'm just waiting for a test to come up. Right, okay, so yeah, we're going to have to mess around with the settings just a little bit. I'm going to drop it down to like 30 frames a second because it's going to be horrible. Resolution scale, drop it down a bit. Textures, we don't need lens flaring. I'm going to be turning down shadows down to low because I really don't need shadow. Motion blur low, because of how early this game is. I'm not sure of how good this is going to be, let's put it that way. Now when you play this away from a stream, it works all right. It's not too bad. As soon as you come onto streaming things, it gets a little bit funky. Now going by this, my lip sync has actually worked up good. So alright, so basically it spawns you in the middle of nowhere. You have no idea what you've actually got to do. Alright, so I'm going to sort of try and get through this easy for people to like go with it. Don't worry about the shadows being squares because I've turned everything down so it can work. So this is like next level end of game stuff at this precise moment in time. We've got the excavators, we've got a Winnebago, we've got some trailers, we've got some bloody heavy duty trucks, and all this stuff's really expensive. And we've got the advanced trommels. Again, this stuff's really expensive. Now, they did upgrade our budget. Yesterday when I came on this, we had $2,500. Now we've got $25,000. So we can actually buy ourselves a truck and we can get ourselves a couple of bits and pieces for the game. But it is a little bit, like I said, it's a bit ropey. And there's a lot of fiddling around with how this game works. Like I said, texturing is going to be awful, hence the squares of shadow, because I might as well just turn those off at this point, actually. Give me a second. I'm just going to turn shadows off. I don't need shadows. Gameplay, audio, graphics. Can we just turn shadows off? It's just not worth it. Post-processing. I'm just going to turn it off to low as well so we get a bit of like light. I don't care. Off. Yeah, motion blur off. Shadows off. There we go. I think that's literally how I'm going to have to play this game for a little bit. Just because of how low quality this is at the moment. It's just going to look horrible, okay? So these are the small excavators. I think these are like 20 grand. Oh no, there's 8 grand. So there you go. You can buy one of these for 8 grand. You can buy one of those. You can buy a small trailer as well. But we need a small truck. And you have to buy all this at the start. You don't get given a truck like you do in Gold Rush. So this truck will cost me, I think this is like 9 grand. I think it's 9 grand. Yeah, 10 grand. Okay, so it's 10 grand. We'll buy the truck, that's fine. Then you get like the bigger truck, which is obviously a little bit more expensive. It's 20,000. But yeah, so we're going to take a small truck, and then I need to boot around the front. But I mean, I can see where this game is going. But I mean, this is 3 years worth of development so far. Well, I've had it on my wish list for what, 2.5, 3 years now. Might help if I take the brake off. Now I have turned all the sound effects off. I've turned all the crud off as well. Main reason for it is just because I've got music playing and it's not, you know, copyrighted. So I don't really want to sort of like mess around with the sound and bits and pieces. So we're just going to go through this and hope that we'll be alright. So yeah, there we go. Stop here. Press spacebar, turn off the engine, and exit out the vehicle by pushing Q. Oh no, F. Yeah, F. Okay. This is the main warehouse where we buy most of our stuff. Now, apparently it is seasonal, so you can buy snowmobiles for much later on in the game. And the idea is to basically buy the first sort of wash plant that you would be evolving your game through. Now, if you've played Gold Rush, you'll know how to start this game. You need a hog pan, you need some mats, you need some and basically the bog standardness of like mining for gold. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to buy the standard bits and pieces we need. Now, thankfully, they have trolleys in this game, so we can actually utilise a trolley. So this is coming with me. Alright. I want this with me. I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to run around with it. Just because it's easier than pushing it around. Plop. Okay, so obviously first off, we need to buy ourselves a jar. Now I'm only going to buy a small jar. Mainly because I don't really want massive amounts. Oh. It's like riding a skateboard. It's amazing. It is a bit of a funny old game though. Like, at the moment it's a bit ropey. I'm not even gonna lie. So we got a spade and we got a metal detector. Now we need a metal pan. And we need our plastic pan. Like I said, if you've played Gold Rush before, like the first one, like, well, the original Gold Rush, you'll know what you're doing. We need 2 buckets, one for filling up on dirt, and one for wash plant. It does get a bit funky. I'm just going to get my buckets. But I'm not sure. The thing is, right, as said, this game has been in development for a little while. And a couple of years ago, I saw like some basic modelling for this. And it looked alright. But it's a very ambitious project. It's like, you can do this, you can do that. You can do everything. It's like, how much of everything do you really mean? Because everything's quite a lot. I mean, it's a massive amount. So I don't know what they mean by everything, because at the moment I think they could have scaled back the game a little bit just to make it a little bit more appealing for people. Okay, so we got 15 grand, so I can buy a high bank, which is the hog pan to you and me. So that obviously nothing is licensed. So this is the hog pan, which is the high banker. Then you've got the washing plant portable, that's 10 grand. You know, I mean, that's expensive. So that would be something you would buy next instead of buying it straight away. Obviously, because I'm going for a slightly more realistic sort of play, we'll buy the high banker. Because if I buy the high banker, then it's the evolution of a gold mine. It's alright. Next, now I'm going to want... So I don't know the difference between Type 1, Type 2 and Type 3, but I'm going to go by grip. So Type 1, it might take a little bit less gold to actually do this. To fill them up. So obviously I want the most expensive ones. There isn't really most expensive ones, but for some reason Type 3 seems to... I don't know, it's all good. It's all good, man. Not a problem, dude. So I'm going to buy this one here. And the reason why we're going to buy Miner's Moss Type 3 is because it is for the one I'm using. So I'm all good with this. And that's blinding. And that's alright. So obviously this one up here is for the trommel, which is this one here. And then you've got these ones here, which are for, by the looks of it, they are the small miner's moss for the bigger trommel. And then these miner's mosses here, which are type 2 normal, which are for every single one of them. So the big yellow one is the really expensive. It's like $149,000 for a trommel. Or it might just be for that one. No, that's the gold table. So we can't afford a gold wash table because it costs 18 grand. All this is for making our own gold bars. That's ideal. Obviously, we can't do this bit yet because it's not unlocked in the game yet. They haven't got around to doing this, but you can see where they're going. So you'll be able to furnish your own gold, furnish my own gold bars and molding and bits and pieces. But because the gas bottles and this, like the power, you know, the water pumps are here and the electric generators are here, and all of this is locked behind the door. Mitch, welcome to the live stream. Obviously, piping again is all locked up, so we can't use piping. Thankfully, what they've done is they've actually cheated the hog pan or the high banker, because you're able to turn the water on without it actually being connected. Which I thought was quite cool. And we've got safes, which is ideal. We can have safes, and we've got lighting as well. So yeah, safes and lighting. There is a bedding section as well up here, which I thought was pretty cool. So you can buy a bed, you can buy a tent. You got some tables you can use. So yeah, there is stuff here that we can use. It's just this is a really early build. I haven't built a tent. You know what? I'm gonna buy a tent. I didn't buy a tent when I was having a mess around. So I'm gonna buy a tent. We're gonna see if we can pitch a tent. That'll be fun. I've never pitched a tent in this game before. There we go. So that's gonna cost us $1 grand. I've got 13,000 left. Right. Well, let's take my trommel, my high banker. Or yep, Max Yarrow. I'm doing good, man. I'm alive. I'm all right. So we're just gonna load up now. So when I first played this was last night when I got access to this, and they were just like, "Yeah, cool. So you can play this game now. It's cool." And I was like, "Okay, cool. What do?" I didn't have a clue. I need to highlight part 1, stick that on my inventory. I need to highlight part 2, and I need to put this, the metal detector, E. There we go. Cool. And I need to do number 3. And add that to my inventory as well. That one. Cool. Awesome. Basically, what we were told to do is it was do this and then play it. I was like, okay, cool. I'll play. Let's play this game. And turns out that the game last night when I was playing this was incredibly broken. You bought Hacker Sim yesterday. Too much brains for me. Oh no. Yeah, I have trouble with that game. I have trouble with a lot of things that make me think a lot. I actually had trouble with this to start with. The main reason why is because this game is so disorientating. Some of the controls don't make sense, let's put it that way. But once you play this once and you sort of get used to it, it sort of starts to make a bit more sense. But it's a lot more complicated than Gold Rush, which was a bit of a pain. I was like, no, I like Gold Rush's controls. And after coming off of Gold Rush last night and then coming on to this, I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I don't know. So yeah, that's we should be okay now. It is a bit jittery and juttery, but it's what I expect from an alpha. Let's put it that way. Let's go there. That miner's moss can go in. So yeah, last night we had a budget of $2,500. They put a patch in today to give us a bit more money because there was enough of us complaining that we had to move all of our stuff by hand. So each item, 1, 2, 3, there's like 5 or 6 items in a row. You had to manually move all of this from this shop to here. Like lot 0. Because lot 0 is the freebie one. You can go there and play around with it as much as you like. And you had to run the whole way with all your stuff, and you didn't have a car. And there was like, well, what you'd have to do is you take out a loan. It's like, I don't really want to put myself in debt. Why didn't I start with a car like I do in Gold Rush? Yeah, it's how I like Gold Rush to be one of those sort of like easy to pick up and play games. Occasionally, yeah, I get stuck and it's like I need to learn the controls again. But with this, it's yeah, there's a lot of controls. So that's just buying stuff as a whole. Done. And we can change your camera so you can actually see your character. And there is a choice between man and woman now, instead of just being two arms. Okay, cool. Get in. Door automatically shuts. Change camera. Turn on the car. Take the handbrake off. And let's boogie. So that guy over there, in that house, he buys gold off of us. So now we have to go and set everything up. And setting up, I literally sat here, when I was learning how to do all this, I sat here and just went, I'm having a real hard trouble with this. Like, my brain was just like, how do you do this? I don't know what I'm doing. What the fuck? And yeah, it is one of those things. Don't forget, if you are liking this, hit the like button, subscribe, grab that notification and just sit on it for a while. See what happens. But I like the general direction of the game. It's just there's no... because it's an open world sandboxy game, there's no goal. Your goal is to play the game and be happy. And there was one person in the Discord was just like, there's no direction. I was like, yeah, it's do what you like. That sort of thing. It needs a little bit of a pointer, like go to this place and start mining, you know, subtle hints sort of thing. I don't care if it hasn't got amazing direction. I would just have it would be just nice to go, hey, we're going this way, it's fine. But no, it doesn't work like that. So yeah, we're going down here, we're going to follow all these signs and go up this road here. I do like how shiny the cars are though. So this is lot number 1. Now, have you tried Prison Sim since its full launch? No, because they didn't give me a copy of it. I know it's being snobbish, but I applied for a copy of that game, and they didn't want to give me one, so I haven't played it. Right, this is. Let me just get all my stuff out first. I should have got a table. Just chuck that on the floor. Let's get this box out. These are my moss mats. We need that. That's my pan. That took me 5 minutes to work out, by the way. Right? How to rotate items. Here you go. I was sitting there going, what button do I press? You have to hold down the right mouse button and wiggle it around, basically. And the only how I found that out is I had to stand up my my main wash plant. I was like, cool. So that didn't work properly for me for a little while. I was trying to figure out how it worked. I want to learn how do I put up a tent? Right, let's move my car away, because worst comes to worst, I'm going to pitch a tent in my engine. And then that's a whole different version of CMS that I don't want to play. That will do. F. There we go. Okay, apparently I can park it in a tree. Right, I think we chose the wrong place to park. Come on, go forward just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so these little pointer things, obviously, you get advice. How to do this, how to do that. And this one is, hey, the beginner claim. Thankfully, we don't have to pay anything, we don't have to pay rent, we don't have to do nothing. I want to set up a tent. Right, E. That's not a tent. At least my head will be dry. Okay, so I can sleep. How am I going to sleep in that? No way, you couldn't even crawl in it. It looks like a dog's tent. Yeah. A World War II shelter. I'm sorry, that's tickled me. Right. Okay. Let's unpack the beast. So at the moment it's currently in the floor. There we go. Right. So what they did with this was they gave us the ability of being able to turn this on. As you can see, it's running water. All you have to do is turn the water on and off. Because they haven't developed the piping mechanisms for this game yet, or we can't do it, you can literally just turn the water on and off without even having water. So, makes hog panning a little bit faster. Let's get over here and unpack my mats. E. There we go. Everything a miner needs. So there are two different sizes, small ones and big ones. You have to put them in the right area and then you have to unroll them. Ta-da! Alright. There we go. So not difficult. And it does it for you. You don't have to go, oh, I've got it around the wrong way. It'll put them the right way up. There we go. And that's it. That's literally how to set up a mine. That's it. Done. I don't have to connect it to water because the game's in early access and they basically bypass that function. That's all good. Now what I need to do is I need to take this, drop that over here, pick this up, put this underneath the convenient water mains that's in the middle of the woods because, you know, it's convenient. There's no lakes or pond. I haven't seen a pond. I haven't seen a lake. I haven't seen a river. Because, in all honesty, this map's bloody ginormous. I think this is a river. Right? And I think this is a river. But there's no river near me. So I can't tap the water source. So there's no water pump. But we can just turn on this conveniently placed pipe. You ready? F. Would you look at that? It's amazing. I'm filling up water from absolutely nowhere. It's amazing. There we go. Water. So we'll pop that over by my tent. We'll move my gold pan there. So we've got gold panners. And then we'll just take my bucket. And then we'll put that over here. Alright? That's the entire setup for this game. Done so far. Right? That's it. Now, we highlight my shovel, which is at number 1. And we just conveniently turn this on. And just start shoveling. And it's the same thing that you do with Gold Rush. You pan. But it takes a really, really, really long time to dig a hole. And also, it's going to take 50 shovelfuls to do this properly. Because it's 0.50 for every shovel. So it's a lot of shoveling. Like I said, I'm only doing this tonight. I've got other things to do tonight. I just want to do a first impressions. I like where this is going though. This game does have potential. That's a minimum year of work before it is. I gotta be honest, and like I said, I've had this game on my wish list for a couple of years. I was expecting, if I'm going to be honest, I was expecting more. And I know people have actively put money into this game. They've spent like 20 odd quid or $20 or whatever it was to actually back this game. And I get it, you know, it's a crowd-funded game basically, but when I first saw this in development, it looked more complete then than it does now. Now I get that there's a lot of like changing and texturing and different bits and pieces, but I feel that what they could have done is cut back a little bit on map development and everything else, get the game to a very close to almost finished state in the last 3 years, and go from there. Now, I think it might just be a 1 or 2 man team, I don't know. If it is, it's an ambitious project, but I was expecting more out of it, if I'm going to be brutally honest. But, you know, it's the joys of gaming. I hope this takes over from Gold Rush, because Gold Rush hasn't done anything, like, really anything since... Well, when was the last time Gold Rush did anything, like, proper, apart from a leaderboard upgrade? Exactly. It is a one-man development. Yeah, I don't know. Is it a one-man? I don't know if it's a one-man. Have I played Gas Station Simulator? Yes, I have. I did a very small couple of episodes on it, and then CMS came out. They should join first with the... Well, they won't. Right, so this is the... Gold Rush itself is... The people who are working on Gold Rush have to actively answer to the copyright owners, legal teams, Discovery Channel, because obviously it's their baby. They have to go through all the legal hoops, which is why nothing's really ever happened with Gold Rush since the game came out 5 years ago. With this, because nothing is licensed, it's just assets and they're sort of like coding behind the scenes. It's up to them when they want to release this. But like I said, after like 3 years, I would have figured that this game would have been a bit more complete. Well, that's just the way I see it. Chris, welcome up, dude. How's things? I do hope that Gold Rush, like, I would love to see more from Gold Rush, but I don't think it's ever going to happen now. Happy New Year to you too. I was on last night, just not for very long. I did one more video on the Planet Crafter, and then I did a little bit on Gold Rush. This type of game it needs multiplayer. Congratulations, this game does have multiplayer. You can actively download this game with your friends on Steam right now and play the beta testing for the multiplayer in this game. So you can play multiplayer. Have at it. There is bugs and problems, but it does have multiplayer functionality. And that's if you want to play with your friends. So it would, you know, there is... You can do that on it. In all honesty, I mean, Gold Rush for me, I don't think... for me, Gold Rush didn't need multiplayer. The reason why for me is because I can do everything anyway. And I'd just get lazy. I'd get all my friends to do all my work for me. And I'd just sit there and go, I have all the profits. And I'll boot them out of the game and take the money. Because I'm a twat. But that's the problem with multiplayer games like this. Is that you'll just get lazy and you'll go, oh, I'll do the emptying next time. And then you'll just stand around for like half an hour whilst your friend slaves over the hog pan just digging dirt, you know? I'd be a bit pissed off if that was me. So that's why I actually prefer to play single player games, because it's so I don't have to rely on everyone else. I can understand why people play this would play this multiplayer though. Digging a hole though, man, takes so long. That's as much as I've dug so far. I can dig more than that, and I don't like digging. Well, I like digging holes. That's why I keep saying I was a gold miner in a previous life. I actually like games like this. Yeah, you just get your friends in for like forced labour. You know, promise them a couple of rupees at the end of the day, and then run off with the money and be like, yeah, you suckers. And then they burn your house down. But yeah, so you kind of see where this game is really going. It's taking, and they've actually have an active roadmap as well of like their development and where they're going to want to put stuff and how they're going to input. And I read that roadmap going, why hasn't this been done already? This game has had 3 years worth of development. Why isn't? And it's like, you know, I sort of get it, because games take ages to develop. But the way that this was advertised a few years ago was, we're going to make this into an amazing game where it's going to be free roam and sandboxy and multiplayer. It is multiplayer. And then they were going to have all this extra stuff. And I'm looking at it just going, it's got a bit more variety than Gold Rush, but at the same time it's a bit like they're leagues behind where Gold Rush has set that bar. You know, that's what I would see. Where's the water coming from? Well, they basically had to bypass the water for a bit because this is just test play, and the water pipes haven't been properly added to the game just yet. So, yeah, this is them basically coming up with a quick fix so people can test things out. So the water literally comes into this pipe here. I can just turn this off. Ready? Yeah. You don't need a bucket of water to fill it up. Whereas when I was playing this before, I was like, I need to do the whole pan. Okay, so if I was playing Gold Rush, I would literally take this and I'd put water in the top of it and bucket water into the top. But yeah, obviously you need like a water pump if you want to turn it into an automatic system, but there's no water pump yet. So they had to find this way of making the animation work for people so you didn't have to mess around so much. Gold panning is a little bit like half-assed as well at the moment, obviously because the animations haven't been fixed because the game's not complete yet. Yeah, it's magic water. It's just coming out of nowhere. It's like God's tears are rinsing the dirt so I can make money. Yeah. What are you up to? 55.5%. Cool. We've only got 25 shovelfuls to go. It's just, you have to do 50 shovelfuls of dirt just to fill this up. But it does get a bit boring. I actually, when I was testing this earlier to get used to the controls, I almost fell asleep sitting here, if I'm going to be brutally honest. Because there's a lot of digging. And it doesn't look like I've done anything. I'm downloading the early access now. I'm intrigued. It's, as said, it's all right, but it's a bit fiddly. I asked about 1,000,001 questions before I sat and just went, oh yeah, that's how you do it. But I dig a hole, I carry on, and I'm driving myself mad by doing this. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing this for... I was going to just do this for a couple of hours just to basically show off the game. If anybody had any questions, and we could answer them, you know, between this stream, so we could actually sort of give a better insight on how to play the game. Genuinely though, it's pretty straightforward at the moment. This is actually what I could do is, if we can afford it, we'll go and get the other trommel. Okay. Well, we'll actually get the mini trommel, which I think is about 15 grand. We might get enough gold out of this to actually buy that. So what we'll do, we'll dig a hole for a bit longer, finish this one off, and see if we can get the other one. All right. I think that's the plan for this stream. If we can get the other trommel, or the mini trommel. I'm not going to be able to get the gold table, because the gold table is 18 grand. And unless I find like 20 grand's worth of gold in this hole, I don't think we're going to find it just yet, you know. But I think this will be one of those games that when it's finished, and I say that with a little bit of a sighing nod, is I will probably play this game because I did with Gold Rush. What's up? Andreas Jonas? Andreas Jonas. I hope I'm getting that right and it's not a mispronunciation. Yes, we are digging. We're at 75. Are we? 77%. We are 3/4 of the way to finished. We are digging a hole. I have officially spent more time digging this hole than I would have playing Hydroneer and starting. Like, in 34 minutes of playing this game, I would have been almost partially automated in Hydroneer by now. Just to put that into perspective. But I mean, you have to put the graft in. I watch a couple of gold mining channels. You know, I got Dan. I can't remember his name. Guy with a big ginger beard, bit like mine. Dan something. He does gold mining, and this is what he does. Literally, put a pan out, dig. Put a pan out, dig, and that's it. That's gold mining. I don't mind it. I even had one of those weird sort of inspirational thoughts there. It's like, I don't know if there's anybody who actually does an entire channel dedicated to virtual gold mining. I was like, maybe I could be the virtual gold miner. I could play all the gold games. So if anybody wants to, if anybody thinks that's a good idea, let me know in the comment section or in the chat right now. And don't forget, hit the like button if you like this. I know it's a lot of shoveling, but at least I'm not shoveling crap. Dan Hurd. Well done, mate. Yeah, that's the guy. I watch his channel from time to time. Go on, 90%. Yeah, there we go, 90%. Right. Oh, you've got to be joking. That's Ollie. Give me a sec, guys. I've got to go and deal with the kid. Yep, I'm still digging because this game takes a long time to dig. $93.5, 92.5. It's a big hole, you know. I'm hoping that maybe it's a bit like Hydroneer, but like the lower down I go, the better the gold, maybe. But the metal detector they've got in this, I couldn't make work. It's supposed to detect gold, so I walked around with it and I didn't hear any beeping. I was like, well, the power's on, because I could turn the power on this time, because instead of it morphing through my face, I could turn the power on. I was like, yeah, cool, the power's on. Did I hear any beeping? No. As soon as I put my spade in the floor, dug it out, all worked. I was like, so it didn't work it didn't work as a metal detector, but it works if you just dig a hole and get gold. I don't need a metal detector if I've got a claim that I'm guaranteed to get gold on, because that's how the game was programmed. Oh, there's gold. You see these little like things here, this like 99.5%. That's how full of gold it is. One more should do it. The downside is because the game's not finished, there's no graphic upgrade. There's no graphics to actually make things work properly. Let's turn the water off. It's a miracle. Right, so we got to pick this up. Oh, come on. Why can't I pick that one up? Oh, you got to be joking. So this one's broken, I think. Yeah. That doesn't matter. It had fallen through the scenery. Hence why I said this game's a little bit dodgy at the moment. Right, so we'll pick this up. Pick it up. Come on. Put it next to the hole again. Drop it. Freeze. Cool. Right. Now we'll pick up this one and we'll put that in there. And people said this was going to be a groundbreaking experience, that it was going to be better than Gold Rush. Where the fuck did that just go? There we go. Right, so that's all my gold. In this bucket now is gold. Alright? So now what we got to do is we've got to put this over top of this, and we got to push E. No, that's F. E. Oh, a little bit of F, sorry. Now we drop that. Now we pick this up. And now we pan. Not quite on the whole same level as Gold Rush right here. Ready? You just wiggle. Just wiggle. You don't even put it in the water. And you see that tiny speck of gold that's in the bottom of that pan? That's what we just made. That was it. How cool is that? Yeah. I mean, that speck of gold I will pick up in a minute. We will pick it up. Don't worry. We will make our life out here. That. Yeah, 2 tiny specks of gold. Get in. To put this into perspective, my test run on this, I had 2 massive golden nuggets. So I'm a little bit disappointed right now. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Yeah! Boom! Giant gold! That's what we like to see. Still got, it's actually... Oh my god, it's on the pan. There we go, look at that. Oh, giant gold. Put in the water. Plop. We haven't finished just yet. Ready? Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Hey, another giant nugget of gold. How you doing, dude? So that one we actually have, so we can collect that. I need to highlight my jar. So that's how finicky this game is. See that tiny speck of gold there? There, we picked it up. Jesus, that was so small, it wasn't even worth going for. Oh, yeah. So you can't pick up items when you got something highlighted, by the way. So you have to unhighlight what you were having, and then you have to use it, and then you have to do this. You never know. There we go, there's another bit of gold. And I think this will be our last bucket full. Yeah, there we go, last one. Let's just try and end this on a high, shall we? Yes! More gold for the taking. Oh yeah. Right, so we'll put that down. Put that down. We're going to crouch down. And we're going to collect. Oh, I need to highlight my bottle. Collect and collect. There we go. We've collected our gold. We are almost full in this tiny little jar. So I might need a bigger jar soon. Let's stand back up. Now, like I said, tiny tent. Tiny tent. I'm not sure about where... I think drinks and food at the moment don't exist because the game's not complete. So we're okay there. Oh, the emojis works. Yay! Emoji bouncing! There we go. Cool. Can't even get in the car without doing things wrong. Right, let's go back to the man and sell my gold nuggets. Because this will be worth the trip. We're probably going to make like $1.5 grand out of this. Maybe. But then I want to see how big the thing is. The tent is for a mouse. Yeah, it's good enough for my head. It's just the rest of my body's going to get wet. And my legs and my arms. But my head, it's going to be dry. It's going to be good. Thankfully, I sort of know where I'm going. I spent enough time driving up and down, like running up and down here. Because there's the thing. Well, on the first night I was playing this, which was last night, just after I finished my stream, that's when I got accepted into this. And it was like, there was no way of, like, unless I wanted to get into debt, there was no way of getting a car. I was like, I don't really want to get into debt. So running up and down this hill, I know where I'm going. Right, so let's park in the car park. Right here. There we go. Right, that guy up there is where we like sell our gold. Gold sale. Should just be sort of gold shop. The worst part about this is there's nothing in here. So this man stands outside a log cabin. That's it. Hi, dude. So you have to select your gold pot. Slide this all the way up. We made $2,200. And I've still got my gold on me. No way, hold on. Can I not sell it anymore? Oh yeah. So I don't get it. I have to select my own controls. If you're playing with a controller, yes. On a keyboard, no. Right, let's buy it. Can we afford this one? 10 grand. Let's buy the behemoth, shall we? I want to buy it. Hello. This is 9,500 and I've got 16 grand. Give me the goddamn thing. Let me just save. F7. F7 save. If I can't buy that now, it's a bit of a redundant stream. Right, let's go return to main menu. Yes. Come back. Let's see if we can buy it. Single. See, there is multiplayer. Yep. Load game. 1942. Yeah, that's the one. It's all good. It's all good. In the hood. Yeah. Oh, it's just... Tis ridiculous, mate. Tis ridiculous. Yeah, it does need a lot of work. This is alpha. So the thing is, I've seen people use this. And I can't buy it. That makes no sense, man. Oh, yeah, that might actually... Good point, yeah. I do need an empty slot. There we go. Thank you. That's because I'm a donut. Right. Next, I need moss for this thing. So... That's for that one as well, isn't it? James Cross, welcome to the live stream, buddy. Right. So that should be enough. There we go. Like they got like typical, is it giraffe? Typic giraffe? You have to have an empty slot. I screwed up on that as well, don't worry. Right, that should be everything. Because then after this, after you've done this trommel and you've saved up and got yourself the gold table, you can't really do much more as like a small player. Like, as I said, all this stuff's locked off. I can't use... I can get a safe, but... Then I can't use a furnace, because they need plugging into this. I'm going to assume that maybe these are defaulted, so we can actually use them in the game. Maybe? You know what? Fuck, I'm just going to buy it and see what happens. Actually, have I got enough room? I could probably wiggle my truck around a bit. Let's try this. Honestly, I don't know what's going to happen. So the reason why I didn't know if this is going to work is because we can't use a generator. Can't use propane gas because it's all locked off. But maybe, just maybe, they've done this so I can actually wiggle things around. Did I get a set of scales? Let's just buy a set of scales. Whilst I'm doing this, I really should just buy a table as well. It's magic. I'm going to assume this is going to be magic. I'm not seeing any tongs. Gonna break your truck axle. Yeah, probably. See how things go. We'll go for a table. There we go. Got us. Huh? Another pair of socks. Right, let's buy all that stuff as well. Buy. There we go. And now we've got no money whatsoever. I suppose I better start looking into actually organising my truck now. Because it's going to get a bit dodgy. How you doing, Danks? Yeah, bug report doesn't work. I found that as well. So I just went into the Discord and I was just like, yeah, this isn't working for me. Well, it'll be interesting. You know, we'll settle this up when we get back and see what we can actually do with this. Seriously. So yeah, the reason why it looks a bit basic though, graphics wise, is because, well, I had to turn some things down to make this work on stream, because it's not very stream friendly at the moment, this game. Because of how early access it is, it's not optimized. One dream, one soul, one prize, one goal. And then that's all I know. The rest of it just goes. The hybrid simulator has found another game. Well, it sort of found me, if I'm going to be honest. We were talking about this last night when I was playing Gold Rush, that this game was out for early access. And I was like, you know what, I'll give it a go and see what happens. It turns out, actually, I got access. And then they're like, yeah, cool, you can stream it if you like. I was like, okay, I'll stream it. Right, I think I've got one of everything off of here. We'll be all good. I think we're done there. Gold table's next, but that's like 18 grand. We're not going to be able to afford one of those for. They have got drones though. You can buy a drone, which I thought was pretty cool. Not sure why, but hey, there you go. Obviously, you've got flashlights, head torches, bits because there will be a night cycle in this game. But let's go. Let's go and learn how to set things up again, because it'll be fun. Apparently my camera just doesn't work here either, so we're going to have to back out and do this ourselves. Have you found any Steam deals worth it this year? I bought Zomboid for £6. Now I'm stuck. Oh yeah, here we go. Who says you can't flip out a truck in a different game? I am the... Oh my god, yeah, you can't. I can't drive. I broke a game. Hydroneer all over again. Oh yes. Oh yeah. And there you go. That's how you break Gold Hunter. Darren Price, welcome to the live stream, man. Man, like, seriously. So all you have to do is load up your truck and change the camera view, and your truck just spazzes straight out. Yeah, it auto-saves every 5 minutes. So we just got to load all this back onto the truck now. It was almost like Harry Potter. Oh, I haven't got to buy this. Why can't I pick it up? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Do 2 trips? No, I don't want to do 2 trips. Basically, what happened was I changed my camera angle. I'm going to have to drive it in first person. I'm going to be honest, if they continue to develop this game properly, then this could be an alright game. But I'm glad I never paid money to play this game, because all the people that paid to get into this are just like, I think if I paid into this, I'd be asking for a refund. I'd be like, no, I'm just going to wait until it's properly done. I need this to be a good game before I put money into it. I'm sort of glad I got into early access, because it sort of goes to show where the game's heading, but at the same time it's what to be wary of. So yeah. I know, literally the camera angle was the reason why it spazzed out. As soon as I changed my camera angle, that was it. The game just didn't like it. We've done worse on Gold Rush. Yeah, I would agree. You need something similar to it. Needs. Ah, there we go. We got a camera angle. So. Oh my god. Proper hydroneered it, haven't I? That is absolutely amazing. I think it may be overloaded, yeah. Don't try this at home. Hey, no, at the end of the day, I'm doing this so you don't have to. Oh no, I'm only struggling because I'm fudging around, mate. Right, I think we'll come back for all this. Thanks, not a problem, dude. Have a good one, mate. Enjoy yourself. Right, let's just take the trommel back first. We'll come back for everything else. We'll come back for the rest of it, don't worry. It does mean we have to do that extra trip. What I might do is I might just stop at the petrol station and then just throw this into the plot and then just run back. Not literally run back, but we seem to be doing alright. But yeah, it definitely needs work. Definitely. So the plot I'm going to is literally behind this place here. So if we stop here, engine on, power off, get out the car, pick this up. It just saves running the whole way. Like driving around the whole thing when you can just run straight down this hill. Yeah, don't load up too much. Right, drop that. Now we go back to the truck, which is up that hill. And we should, technically, be able to get everything in the truck. Just need to get up the hill. There we go. Running with a box on my head. Hey, check me out. Right, go up here. Camera angle. Yeah, we're all good now. Right, let's go and get the rest of the stuff and then make our way. And then we're going to set up this new trommel. Because it's new. It's a trommel. It's like, oh my god. These are things that I wish that were in Gold Rush. Like the smaller stuff to start with. Don't make it so easy for me to beat the game straight away, that sort of thing. Also, it's one of those things that I wish was in Hybridsteel as well. And I spoke to Max a couple of times about making like mid-game stuff. Like end-game, I would say like the drills and stuff would be for end-game. Like mid-game, I would say that we needed something like this like the mini trommel. That was just how I saw it though, you know. So I have mentioned this in active chats with other people before, like with their games. So it was just, he said that it could have been done, but they'll see where things go. And then there's been like some other things that could be added into the game as we go. So we'll see about Hybridsteel on that. But yeah, this game I think it has potential, but it's taken a long time to develop. Nah, screw the table first. It's only little things. We're fine. It's only little things. I'm going to put everything on the table anyway. So I want the table out first so I can set it up. But yeah, so I think that I'm only going to be doing this for one stream. I think this is how I'm going to be. This is it. I'm not going to do any more after this. Unless something amazing happens. I know they're patching it on Monday. Because that's what's said. They're going to be like, yeah, we're patching this on Monday. I was like, okay, cool. So maybe if things do change over time, then maybe this game becomes something I play. I'd love to get into another series of doing a Gold Rush style like game. Like this. But at the moment, everything's just a little bit up in the air, you know? Quite literally, if you go by my truck. Let me just save the game. So, yeah. F7, save the game, and then we're going to go for a bit of a run. Are you recording thing on ITV? Oh my god, it is the table. Oh, that's interesting. Broke the game again. Oh yes. Catch that, Mike. I'm just going to use the matrix and just be like, nah, fuck it. We're just going to run it. Right, that's where I'm running to. Screw it. This game can't be broken. Hold my beer. Yeah, man. If there's a way, there's a will. And they always like the plus side to doing tests like this, right? Is that if I report back to them and say, I found a couple of problems with your game, here's some proof, then they know what to fix. Like, it's either I think it actually is the table that's causing all the problems. You're a girl with a big ass. I'm a girl with a flat ass, apparently. At the end of the day, and it's personal choice, I'd prefer to watch a woman run around on my screen than a bloke. So I find that funny. People, oh, you're always playing as a woman, you're sexist. And how am I sexist? Number one, it's misogyny, isn't it? Oh, you're a misogynist. Not really. Well, why don't you play as a man then? Because I am a man. Last time I checked, you know? So I'm a man, I don't really want to watch a man run around on my screen. Quite happy, different about doing this. Right, F that, quite literally. Okay, so open. Did my tent just get bigger? Oh no, look, yeah it does. Look. So strange. Well, I can't open a table. I lost my table. You gotta be... Oh, this game, man. Come on, you bellend. Oh, this is aggravating to boot. Right, where's my bloody mat gone? But my mat's disappeared as well. So my table broke the game. I've lost a moss mat next to box. Can't see it. Screwing out. Right, anyways, well, screw it. We're going to run back and get my car, bring everything else up here and see if we can set it up, I suppose. So, the table's broken. So, table's broken, car breaks when you got a table in it. You can't change camera angle when the table's in your car. Dude, I'm gonna be honest, that's not cool, right? Not cool. Means I have to buy another epoxy table. Let me just ship everything up here in the car first, then we'll try and buy a table separately and see what happens. But yeah, you can see some of the reasons why I thought this game would have been a bit more further on development than like it is now in 3 years. It is an ambitious project. I didn't give her grey hair. That's what came with the game. Give me a sec. I'll change her up. So I think it's G. There we go. Right. So hair. You can have any coloured hair if you want. Know what I mean? So it's alright. Oh, I've actually done some. I've done some mining already. But there you go. So you can change your character around. That's comes down to what you want. Right. Let's get the truck. This is what happens when I play this game. How to break games? Just give them to me. It's fine. The worst part is now, and I'm sitting there just going, all I want to do is just like do with. I want to deal with this thing. This is just. It's annoying me now. I don't know, but it's annoying. I'll just run. It's fun to start with, and then because it keeps happening, it's just more and more infuriating. So now I've got to do all that running again just to get back to the store. But hey, it saved my character. That's the most important part, right? If I was going to do it one item at a time, I'm just going to play the game like I was last night. Right, I need to run to the store, which is in a straight line right from here. Oh yeah, you can run through trees as well. But the one thing they said about this game is you're going to be able to like dig and metal detect wherever you want, sort of thing. It's like, you know, the whole world is your oyster. So here's what they meant. It's like you are able to metal detect anywhere, but you can't bloody dig everywhere, can you? So it's sort of short. It was sort of the short change on that one. It was like, but you said be labelled as the bugged car. Yeah, definitely. Right, there's the store. Try this again, shall we? Try it yourself. I can't jump over a... Oh, there we go. Where we jumped over the wall. Right. Right. F7. Saving the game. Because if I save the game now, we'll be alright. Maybe. Okay, it's driving now. Alright. It's behaving itself. I think we found the problem. Someone clip that and add it into my Discord, please. That would be awesome. Yeah, just did. Now I have no car. Back to main game. I think we may have found the issue. I think the furnace is the problem. If someone could clip that very quickly and save the last minute, that would be amazing. Thank you very much. I don't want it to fly. I want to drive it. So, furnace is a problem. Okay. So, we're apparently coming back for the furnace. It makes no sense. It really doesn't, right? But how is it that this truck can hold a trommel in a massive box, but the furnace causes a problem? Unless I have to stand the furnace up. We'll do a bit of an experiment. We'll chuck this stuff down at the lot, and then we'll see what we can do. See if it's just positioning. Maybe it's the way that I put the furnace down. I don't know. I'm still a little bit annoyed I lost one of my moss mats and a table in the scenery. I can't wait until we can VOD streams. Roll on YouTube 2022. Come on. They said it was going to happen. They said we're going to be able to just go click and we're going to be able to make short videos straight up. You know, it's going to be nice. If that happens, it'll be like, right, do this, do that, click this, clip that, clip this, clip that, and be happy. Still can't see my mat, so I think that's gone. Right. Right. Cheers, buddy. It's just basically so I can send it off to them and just say, I think you've got a problem. Is that everything? Mould, scales, yep, done. Cool. Yeah, I think that's everything. Right. Let's return. Well, I'm going to save it when I get back to the shop, and then we'll do some testing with the furnace. Because so far, driving hasn't actually been that bad. Like, I haven't spazzed the car out for driving. I haven't hit anything. I've driven through trees, mind you, but that's just the joys of this game. It's mainly when it was, let's put something in the back of it. Oh no, crap, that's died. Oh no, my game is spazzing out. Oh my god, I'm getting Hydroneer flashbacks. Yeah, I know it's 2022, so there's going to be there's a few developments coming through for live streaming this year that should be where we're able to do a lot more with our live streams and actually make like VODs from our stream straight away. Like, you know, we clip it and it turns into a video and gets put up onto the channel straight away as a VOD, which I thought was pretty cool. And then there's going to be a way of being able to turn bits of your videos into shorts, and I was like, that's insane. So it'd be awesome to actually be able to mess around with that as well. And it all comes from the guy called Fwiz on Twitter. And he's basically the guy who works on YouTube Gaming. Like, that's his entire job. Right. F7. Saving. Right, so that's the way that this furnace should be, like on its feet. It's the furnace. Yeah, it's the furnace. Okay, so we're going to have to walk the furnace. Luckily, I just saved it. So the furnace actively makes the truck spaz out. There we go. Technical support. Is there anything else I can help you with today, sir? No, thank you very much. Leave a 5-star review. That sort of thing. The mat is in the roof. It's not. It's not. There's no mat there. See? There's nothing in this thing. I do need to buy another table though, because our table did disappear. So it's the table. Oh no, it's the mat. It's the bloody hell. It's the furnace. It's actively making it spaz. Right. I'm gonna try something. Need another table, sorry lady. There we go. 49 bucks for a bloody table. Right, my table. Oh yeah, there we go. That is how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so before we put this on the truck, because that's what's caused a problem last time. F7, save the game again, and then we'll have a little monster around with this again, see what happens. Well, it sort of works. I think we're going to have to come back for the furnace. Okay, are you saying the mat's in the roof of the sluice? And that's S-L-U-I-C-E. Even though I can't spell. Right. Right, come on, out you come, table. Put that down for now. Oh no, it's there. There we go. Oh, cool. So we've got my table. Got my truck. I've got to run and go and get the furnace and then bring it back, because as soon as that furnace touches the truck, it hates it and doesn't want to be a part of this universe anymore. It just dies. Alright, cool. So very annoying. Right, well, long run. I'm going to jog back, get myself my furnace, run all the way back, and then we'll be alright. Okay? That's how it's going to be. A little bit annoyed. I've had to do that just to get this going. But at least I know that there is an active bug with the furnace and the pickup truck, because that doesn't work properly. I suppose I could have bought a trailer, but that's like another 1,200 quid. I didn't really want to spend 1,200, but At least then I know there's a bug with the furnace and the truck. They can't be put together. I wonder if there's a bug with the furnace and the trailer then. That'd be an interesting one to try out. To the store! And now I've got hiccups. I need a drink. It is a small furnace. It's just a small furnace with a big problem. That it just doesn't like the truck. There's the guilty party. Right, let me have a drink first. We'll see if running with the furnace all the way back might cause a problem here. Well, here we go. Wish me luck, ladies and gentlemen. Is there a medium furnace? Give me a sec, we'll have a look. I thought I only saw one size furnace. At the moment, there's only a smelting furnace, which is this one. That's fine. There we go. So the one thing I was more questioning was, how am I going to make this work, being that, like, obviously butane gas hasn't been unlocked yet. Or butane, sorry. So because gas hasn't been unlocked yet, how are we going to make this work? Because obviously you need gas to make a furnace work. It needs to get heated. So that'll be interesting to find out as well. We'll cut the corner. We'll just cut through this tree. It's all good. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to run back now. Settle this up. Ah, that's okay, man. It's okay. But yeah, so we'll set this up on the floor. We'll put all the other stuff up on the table. We'll set up the big trommel, because we haven't done the big trommel yet. Aye, well, the little one. Because we haven't got $149,000 to get the other one yet. Or a truck. To put this into perspective, where we're up to now is like stage 1.5. Then you get to buy the small excavator, which is a tiny thing, but it'll cost you $8,000. So we need $8,000 to move on to the next section. And then the section after that, you need $300,000 to buy the giant trommel and a truck to ship it there. That's a big truck. Yeah, she's getting a good workout. She's fit. She's actually running cross country using telekinesis to lift a bugged mess up above her. Right, we'll drop this. Right, let's put this under here. There we go. This is where I can put stuff that I'm not using anymore. There we go. Right. And my tent keeps getting smaller and bigger. So that's all good. Next thing. Let's unpack it. Oh, please don't die. Oh yeah, there we go. One portable trommel. Is that all it takes? So I've got all these spares now and I've got nothing to use them on. Cool. So basically, as it stands right now in this game, you don't need to use water or electricity. There's no way of refueling. So they basically give you this for free. You can mess around with this as much as you like. So that's not bad. So there we go. Alright, cool. And now we dig another hole. So there you go. So you don't need fuel, game does it for you. Don't need this, game does it for you. Don't need water, game does it for you. Because the game isn't working properly, game does everything for you. Apart from work properly. And I'm only saying that because of what's happened. Seems to be filling up a lot faster though. If you look at the time, if you look at how fast that's going up, we're at 22% already. But I definitely prefer using this than I do the little hog pan. But yeah, so this is alright. I mean, if you like digging, it's not a bad game to start with. I'd like to get 8 grand. I wanted to see what the mini excavator can do, really. That'd be pretty cool. Do you think they will make it so as you... do you think they'll make it so as though a hole is being dug? It looks so far from... Yeah, I would hope that this becomes a proper graphic where the ground is getting morphed a lot far and better, you know, because at the end of the day, this is a little bit more like, it doesn't look like I'm really doing anything, you know, if that makes sense. So I'm taking the top layer off, and occasionally it gets like dented. It's not out. Oh man, it's not out yet, man. This is just a test, and it's infuriating. We've had fun moving a furnace here. It spazzed my truck out so many times that I felt like I was playing Hydra again. Yeah, I'm going to say that the test is definitely a little bit ropey. And this is alpha footage, by the way. This isn't like amazing, this is alpha. And they basically said, don't expect too much, but here's a test of the game. It's like, this game's been in development for 3 years. Seriously? You know, 3 years worth of work, and it's quite buggy. Oh yeah, there's a test. If you'd have been here earlier, you would have seen my truck being flung around the level. And if you ever watch me play Hydroneer, when my truck just spazzes out, it was like playing Hydroneer. My truck did not stop moving. Was that gold? Hold on. No, it's not gold. I think that's ground though, I can't dig that. So I've actually hit like bedrock right there. Cheers, buddy. I might just put it up as a short. This one isn't taking as long to fill up, so that's good. I like that. Genuinely a little bit easier. Is this going up in 1%? That's good. So instead of 0.5%, it's going up in 1%. Oh, that's so good. So yeah, I've got all these mats and I've got these to do as well, but it all seems to be. What is this? Is this an? Oh, I can't remember what this is. So these extra ones here, I ain't going to be using. Yeah, I think it is bedrock. Right, so we'll pick this up. Let's unfreeze it first. Let's move it. Oh! Hold on. Why isn't it in there? There we go. Do you know which engine? It's Unreal. Or is it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Unreal. Let's hope that we get some massive like nuggets out of this one. and then we can go through going up bigger. Have you checked out Star Citizen? Looks like a good... no, I haven't actually. I was looking at a game called Small Land, which looks a little bit like Grounded, but a little bit more RPG-ish. I was also looking for some stuff that's just completely different from what I'm doing on my channel at the moment. Just like really putting a head on and just going, no, fuck it, we're going to do this. So I've got one game from DNA Games that I've been asked to cover because it was on Keymailer. I was like, you know what, I'll apply for that, it's all good. Then I've got YouTuber Life 2 because I actually enjoyed the first one. I just thought it was a bit of a grind, being it was just video. But there is little things to do, which is quite fun. And I got Project Zomboid to do streams on as well. So, can you feed from this into another one? Maybe. And I'm saying that because I don't think I can lift this over the top of that. And I don't know if we can buy an actual extension. So what I will do, we'll go back and we'll set. No, still no water source required. I'm going to assume it's going to be like this until they put pipes in, which is apparently this year. The roadmap says they're going to be doing water pipes. I was like, all right, okay, cool. There is definitely a lot that they need to keep doing in this game, and like I said, like 3 years worth of development, and this is as far as it is. It's a little bit infuriating, if I'm going to be completely honest. Because this is supposed to be like the next big gold game. This is the one that's going to take over from Gold Rush and define like a genre. But it just feels a little bit empty. And it doesn't feel... It's definitely not complete by a mile. But I mean, it does have potential. It's just so much stuff that needs to be done. And if we can get $8,000, then I'll buy the small excavator, the little one, and we'll see what we can do with that. Because I reckon that'd be pretty cool. Not a problem, man. The reason why I get to like talk to people is because I don't have really busy streams. You know, I'm not a streamer with thousands and thousands of people who turn up into the stream. I've got a couple of hundred that maybe pop by every now and then. Yeah, I know. This is what I was saying when this game first came out. Well, when they announced it, I was like, I'm not putting money into this game. And then people were just like, but why? It's going to be like Gold Rush. It's like, yeah, but I don't know how far along development is already. I don't want to buy into it straight away. I want to see something finalised. And I'm going to be honest, and this is me, hand on my heart, that if I had bought this into this game, and I was one of those people who spent money just to want to play this game, I'd be pissed off. I really would. Because there's not enough in this game at this precise moment in time to make me go, holy crap, I need to go out and buy this game. I like it, but it's far from complete. It needs so much more work. And this is why people keep moaning that Gold Rush is like, it's the only game worth playing as a gold miner, unless you want to play Hybridsteel or some of the smaller indie titles that are out there, which there are other gold mining games. But it's just the amount of time that's been spent on this, and this is all that's left. This is all that's here. It just doesn't feel like it. It just doesn't feel good. I just wish that the people would, when they said they're going to do something in the game. And this is what caused a massive division. And I was in both Discords at one point. I was in the Discord for Gold Rush, and I was in the Discord for Gold Hunter. I'm back in the Discord for Gold Hunter because of the test play. But there was so much division of you know, oh, you shouldn't be playing this game because it's Gold Rush. Only fanboys play Gold Rush. You should play something a bit more like community inspired. It was like, okay, I'll play something community inspiring, but Gold Hunter isn't even finished. So how am I going to judge this game compared to a game that actually is finished? I mean, okay, Gold Rush is finished to a point. They've never really done anything since like 2019. You know, it's been a couple of years since they put a proper decent update into it. Are we able to get the test? Yeah, go onto the Steam page, type in Gold Hunter, and click on the thing that says Early Access. Basically, they'll send you a message a couple of minutes after you've applied for it. I think it took about 10 minutes for them to actually like drop me into it. But I'd like to see more before I commit to playing this. I really would. It's the same as like Planet Crafter and Junk Punk. No, I love those games, even though they're only early access, and they feel more complete than this does. Gold Rush and Hydrogen are the only ones I really know. I tried Deadliest Catch and got Deadliest Catch isn't gold though. That's the thing. It's fishing. You know. Deadliest Catch. The only reason why that's a game is because it's on Discovery. This is a joke, right? Right, let's get this all emptied out. Yeah, I'd agree. It's a 10 gigabyte download, and I got that's good. You just click the button and got in. Yeah, well, it took me a couple of minutes because I applied for it. I can't remember what time it was. I think it was like 11:30 at night. It took a little bit of time, but it's yeah. There's definitely stuff in it that it needs to be messed around with. There you go, there's a nugget. There's another nugget. So what I want to do is I want to try actually like making a gold ingot. Dursis, thank you very much for subscribing there. Boom! A fist bump to you. Most appreciated, man. Apparently my alerts aren't working today, so that's fun. But I will put this one up just so read above. It's all good. You can do gold digging in FS. I haven't done it right, so I haven't found any nuggets metal detecting. And the reason why is because the metal detector for me wouldn't work to start with. And then when I was holding it, it just wasn't working right. I was like, you know what? No, screw it. It doesn't matter. If I just dig, I'll be fine. If it's like Gold Rush, then I'm literally just going to dig a hole and I'm going to find gold. That's literally my approach to this game. I don't need a metal detector to tell me there's gold in the floor. The game is programmed to give me gold in the floor. Right. Next, we need to kneel down, highlight my jar, and pick up all the gold nuggets. And then okay, so this doesn't work then. Yep, Pepsi. So the furnace doesn't work. Ah, nice one. So yeah, this thing doesn't actually work. Is this why it kept spazzing the truck out then? Right, let me pull up the tablet. So smelting, let's have a look. Melting gold. If you have a bottle of material from the clear out, mostly from gold table, no. First you need to drop your bottle, just look straight in there. I'm going to assume I haven't got something. Which would make sense. And she's driving a truck using telepathy. Or telekinesis. It's impressive, really is. Driving a truck without hitting the steering wheel. We're doing good. Let's just hope the gold we've got brings in lots and lots of money, shall we? I don't think it will. But I think I'm getting to that point where it's like, if I play this anymore, I'm probably going to just... I wish it was on disc. I'd probably snap it. But yeah, it definitely needs a lot more work. I'd be annoyed if I'd put my money into this. It's not bad. It's got potential, but it's so far off of like finished. I'd be surprised if I saw this game finished by the time 2025 comes around. I reckon that's when this game will come out. 2025. When this game is properly playable. 2024, 2025. Maybe next year, but I don't know. So I got 4,771. Just no. Let's have a look at this gold table, because this is where it's like, you need to buy this. Okay, what do I need to buy? Done. So that's safes. That's a gold table that I can't afford because it's $18,000. Can't do water because water's not part of the game. Can't do any of this. This is a water pump. Can't do that because it's not in the game yet. Can't do electric generators. They're not in the game yet. Can't do gas bottles. Can't do hosing. Can't do this. Can't even play with the smelter yet. What can you do? Well, I think I've done it. It is an alpha version of Gold Rush. That's literally what it is. I think I'm done. Bug reporter of the month. I've seen this guy in the Discord. Well, I'm pretty much done. There's nothing else really that I can explore. There's nothing else really I want to explore. As it goes, this game's okay. You know, it's alpha. There's a lot of bugs and a lot of bits and pieces that I would say that needs to be addressed and sorted and fixed. Apart from that, I can see where this game is going. It's just going to take a long time getting there. Like I said, this game has been on my wish list for 3 years. Like since I started doing YouTube, because at the time Gold Rush was like, hey, you know, it's Gold Rush, it's doing all right. But it was old news. Gold Rush had already been out since 2017. The game, when I started playing it, was basically to a point it had been finished, and you could go out and buy all these you could buy the expansion pack, and it was like, yeah, okay, it's cool, and it was done. But then this game came up as a thing. It was like, hey, this new one we're going to be building now. Okay, cool. When's it coming out? No one knows. This is the first time I've seen an actual working version of this game in 3 years. And it's a long way off of being finished. So if you are looking to buy this game, or you're looking to invest into this game, please get into the test branch first and really look into it, Because if you buy this game now and it doesn't come out for another couple of years, you're going to be a little bit disappointed the fact that you spent your hard-earned money on a game that still isn't finished right now. I would say if this game actually gets finished properly, this could be a good game. Like, I would play this game a lot if it was finished and finished well. But as it stands right now, if I'd have paid money, I'd be pissed off. This game just, it is not hitting that expectation. Genuinely, it has potential, but it's going to take a long time. Graphics aren't too bad, the way you dig's not too bad, it needs finalising, it needs optimisation, and it needs a lot of messing around with. But I hope that all comes naturally. So, if you have enjoyed this video, the live stream, or anything else I do on this channel, hit that like, subscribe and notification button below for all other updates. I'll be back here with a brand new video, live stream, or whatever else I do over here, and I'll see you all in another one. Until then, I want to say thank you very much for kicking by. 2022, here we come. Well, we're now in 2022. Come on! Make this year great again. Until then, peace out, have fun, enjoy everything you guys do. Thank you very much for kicking by. Bye-bye for now.